Like Stan say, turn up the volume. This ain't your regular show. This ain't left wing or right wing. This ain't black or white. We in another dimension now.
Hey. Hear it out.
Where the Moors unite, where supreme knowledge meets overstanding, where facts get tested and pseudo get exposed live on the air. You got 5 attorneys, bring them 5 scholars, bring them 5 fake internet historians, bring them 2. If Sabir Bey wrong, then come embarrass him publicly. But if you're right, you better prepare to unlearn everything they programmed in your mind. Sabir Bey, Sabir Bey, Sabir Bey, born and raised, Sabir Bey, born and raised, South Philadelphia, home of the raw truth, home of the cosmic lectures, home of the debates that shape timelines. This is DJ Derek on the ones and twos, showing you where the knowledge lets us groove, where ancient frequencies meet futuristic facts, where consciousness rides baselines through the galaxy. One nation under a groove. Moors. One nation under a groove. So tune in, lock in, tap in to the Sabir Bey Show, where we give you the news, but it's really all about you. Ain't no sleeping in this dimension, only elevation, liberation, revelation. Welcome to the Sabir Bey Show. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn the knowledge up. Roll with it.
What up? So listen, jump into the cipher. First, before we start, where's everybody tuning in from? I know it's 10:35 over here on the West Coast. 10:35 on the West Coast. Let me give a shout out to my family, Philly family. Y'all know I'm born and raised in South Philadelphia, bro. I'm from the Deuce. They call it Small Side now, but I'm from the Deuce, people, from South Philly. And I gotta give a shout out to my brother Hakeem from Black and Nobels. If y'all not familiar with Black and Nobels, y'all should go check the brothers out in Philly. I'm from Philadelphia. I rep my city. I'm from the heart of South Philadelphia. So I don't know if y'all familiar with Black and Nobel. If not, y'all should go look it up. The store is on South Street. And and I'm gonna share something with y'all, okay? I'm gonna share something with y'all about South Street. Right? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna help y'all out, all right? Give me 1 minute, all right? Let me see if I can pull it up here real fast. Let me give a shout out to my brother Hawk. He's on Instagram too, y'all. So let me give y'all what it looks like, okay? Give me 1 second. This is the fam store in South Street, baby. South Philadelphia, baby. Go check it out. They on Instagram, Black and Nobel. Go to their Instagram. Let me go to my brother's page so you can go, oh, damn, they even got a map up in this mother. Shut up. So go check the brother out. No doubt. Go check him out on Instagram. And tell him that South Philly family said, what's up? Black and Nobel, they got everything that you would want in this store, bro. Everything. And let me tell you something about this South Street. There used to be a place called Pearl of Africa on South Street. Pearl of Africa on South Street. Oh, let me help y'all out on TikTok too, just in case y'all would love to show love. Go check them out, Black and Nobel. Oh, they got let's put the phone number up here. All the products and the whole 9 yards. They got products, Jaquetta. Let me put my brother's number up here real fast, okay? Because I do support what I do. All right. $15.59. Yeah. Go check him out, Jaquetta, on go check him out on what you call him. Go call a store. But don't send those crazy stuff to Philadelphia, okay? He got a lot of stuff there. Go check out my brother Hakeem Black and Nobel in Philadelphia. You know, on South Street. Go check out the Sizzy, man. Everybody on here. Go check out Black and Nobel. They used to be in North Philly. I was the one that brought Professor Griff to his store in North Philly. Give me 1 second. If I can find it. I'm the one that brought Professor Griff to Black and Nobel. You see that says Sabir Bey Show? I brought Griff. This is Black and Nobel. And y'all probably saw this online and didn't know it was mine. This was in Black and Nobel. I couldn't tell you the year. Yeah. I've been around for a long time, bro. Okay? So ask Professor Griff about that. It was snowing that day. That's when they was up in North Philly. Where Kevin Hart from? North Philly. So that's Kaba. That's Sabir Bey Productions. This is Sabir Bey Productions, Heritage of the Moors. I got a whole lot of this stuff. I don't feel like digging through it. But anyway, let me get back to South Street real fast. So there was a place called the Pearl of Africa on South Street. Pearl of Africa on South Street. And my sister Tiffany since then moved to France. Shout out to my brother Blunty, her husband. Shout out to my sister Tiffany and my nephews that's out there in France. They Tiffany will tell you, Sabir used to have debates and they used to hate me. Look up Pearl of Africa, is no longer there, people. Rest in peace to my brother Ahmed. The Pearl of Africa was the battlefield, B. That was the battlefield. Straight up. There was no YouTubes, no Instagrams, no Facebooks, none of that. Wasn't none of that. So we used to have debates, face-to-face debates on South Street. You know, riding down South Street, jet black Benz, plenty of friends. So yeah, check my brothers out. So we're gonna start this show. The lines are open, y'all. Hit the link, and I hope you send this to Charlamagne with all due respect. Charlamagne Tha God, and I can tear his whole name down. Jarrell, hit the link or something, brother. I need a co-host real fast because this is like last minute off the top. So we used to have debates on South Street, and the debates was crazy. It could be 20 people, Tiffany will tell you. 20 people. 20 people. What's up, Jarrell? 20 people.
Yo, peace.
And Sabir will be the last. Okay? So I'm gonna help you out. I want you all to hear me out. I'm gonna break some stuff down for y'all, okay? So South Street was the home of the damn debates, bruh. Straight up. Y'all wish y'all was in the rooms because we can grab books off the shelf and have a straight debate at the Pearl of Africa on South Street. And I want to do this again, brother. I really, really want to do this, brother. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I want to do something like that at Black and Nobel. Straight up. I want to do something like that at Black and Nobel's in Philadelphia. We can read. We can't you know, do what was there before, brother. But you know, we can try to set it up. So let me tell you, I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna give y'all my brother's number. The number is there, and this is his store. Go to the gram and tell him you was watching it on Sabir Bey Show. Again, shout out to my brother Hakeem. And my brother Ty's not even there no more, I don't think. But that's Black and Nobel, baby. So let me take y'all back in time before we get into the Charlamagne thing, bro. I'm going to show y'all. I want you to listen to what Kaba said back then. He said this. So this is before the YouTube era. Tariq Nasheed is not original anything. He stole everything.
Is how he is able to see the future.
Listen.
And know who to rock with, to pick and choose, so he knows that he will be in the future as well. Even if he doesn't know the language of the technology, even if he doesn't have framework for it, he sees. I mean, we stole a lot of your stuff and put it up on YouTube about how we were talking about how our people, some of our people, steal our stuff. And they stole a lot of your stuff and put it up on YouTube. However, what they put up on YouTube is what Tariq saw. And Tariq said, let me call Kaba when he started to do Hidden Colors. And then it just began to have a snowball effect. Walk us through your journey, brother, from the time that you started this to where you are now with Amadeus, with this video streaming and being really on the cups, but right in the heart of this new African Renaissance.
Listen to this again.
I got a call one night. I was driving. I got a call from Sabir Bey. And Sabir Bey told me that Sabir Bey is a scholar, particularly in the Moorish tradition. I had met Sabir in the 90s. He and another brother, Noah, had brought me out to Philadelphia to do some work. And I did a presentation. That's where I first met Sabir. Through the years, Sabir and I have spoken, going back and forth. Sabir Bey called me up and said, yo, there's a brother that's doing a documentary, and he's interested in you being a part of it. And I said, okay. And he said his name is Amadeus. And well, he actually told me his real name, you know, the name I went by before Amadeus Christ. And so I said, sure, well, why don't we, you know, tell him to call me. And what happened was he said, I'll do one better. Let's do a conference call. So we did a conference call.
Yes, I did. See, this is the thing, Brother Jarrell, that people don't understand. I'm not a dude that boasts and brag about stuff, brother, but you can put me in a room with anybody and I'm going to show you how good I am. This is the documentary, Out of Darkness, that he was talking about. I am the producer of this, Out of Darkness. Out of Darkness. So the one that Kaba Nuts was in, because Tariq watched my videos, it was this. And if you notice, that's my name right there. This is the first Hidden Colors that I didn't get paid in. You see that? Okay? Kaba's in there too. Y'all don't understand this. So I've been doing this for a very long time. That's when I brought Wesley Muhammad to California. We brought him out here. You don't get it? It's a whole lot of this stuff. But then we're not going to get into that. But I just want y'all to understand, you're not dealing with somebody that came out in 2020. So you heard Kaba say that was in the 90s. So this video was sent to me. You know what Jamal said, Jarrell? He said I need to do a grab the mic tour. Like take the mic. I think what I say, he said take the mic. He said you should go around and do a take the mic tour from all these conscious people. That'd be dope, yo. Take the mic tour? What? Give me your goddamn mic, brother. You don't know what you're talking about. He said start a take the mic tour. Just imagine. I may do that. I'm from Philadelphia. I just may do that. These niggas, I'm gonna tell you for real, none of them is built like this on social media. This is internet gangsters. But I just might do that. I told you from the heart of South Philadelphia. Jamal said, you know what? I was in the market. He said, you should do a take the mic tour, boy. Just go in and take their mics, because a lot of these dudes don't know what they're talking about. So I'm gonna run this through real fast, and I'm gonna probably do this all week long, because a video was sent to me. And if y'all know Charlamagne, everybody that's on his feed right now, please, I did it. I sent it to DL Hughley too. I put at on X2 for Charlamagne. Now, this is not to beat my brother up. I don't know what this brother know, what he don't know, but I know for sure the 14th Amendment did not make black citizens. I want you to hear his conviction on this, bruh. This video was sent to me while I was in the market. You be the judge. And then Charlamagne or anybody, let me know where is that in the Constitution that it said it made black people citizens at. Y'all hear me clear?
Hey, you're gonna have to do a take the mic like a KRS-One PM down.
You know what I mean? Like a KRS-One, nigga, give me that mic, man. So I want to know from Charlamagne or anybody from the Breakfast Club. I gave my layout before they even, because you know my real channel, my original channel was is terminated, the original channel. So this is the build up channel right here. This is the new channel, but you can definitely Google Sabir Bey. You can definitely Google me. So I want to know from anybody from the Breakfast Club, Roland Martin, who else? Mark Lamont Hills, anywhere it says that black people are citizens in this Constitution, in this Constitution, in this Constitution, or matter of fact, maybe in this Constitution, that black people are citizens. Y'all got it? It's your chance to come challenge me right now. Let's let the video roll. Watch, listen to this, bro. Listen to the conviction of this guy. It's like you could tell he's reading off the computer.
I know it's a lot going on in the world. Epstein files, UFO files, war with Iran, gas prices through the roof, cost of everyday goods through the roof. It's just a lot. So you may or may not realize that black political power in the South is facing what many are calling a reconstruction of the Jim Crow South. Okay, the systematic dismantling of majority black congressional districts, redistricting of voting rights, the dilution of black voter impact through strategic redistricting. Hell, in Louisiana, a brother named Calvin Duncan won 68% of the vote to serve as Orleans Parish criminal court clerk. And at the urging of Governor Jeff Landry, the GOP-controlled state legislature, raced to pass legislation that eliminated his position. Okay, just days before his term was about to start, and they transferred his duties to another official. So a black man wins an election and has it just taken away at the state's request. So yeah, when people say this is a reconstruction of the Jim Crow South when it comes to black political power, I can see why they say that. But I'm telling you, hell can always get hotter. Okay, and Nathaniel Ledbetter is proving that, because in the Constitution there is something called the 14th Amendment. Okay, Google it later if you want to, but I'll tell you a little bit about it now. The 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution grants citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in these here United States of America. Okay, including formerly enslaved people. Okay,
where's that part at in the Constitution? Formerly, where?
And guaranteed all citizens equal protections of the laws and due process. It forbids states from denying these rights, and it's a cornerstone of American civil rights law. So yes, the 14th Amendment is what formally recognizes black people as citizens. Okay, it explicitly overturns the 1857 Dred Scott versus Sanford decision that had declared niggers were not citizens.
Hold up. So I'm gonna ask him this question, because he said civil rights, right? I want to know, what did he ever read the Dred Scott? Let me ask y'all a question. Have any of y'all ever read the Dred Scott case? Raise your hand if you have. He said it overturned it, right? We're going to talk. He said it overturned it. Where? Can I show you what the Dred Scott case looked like? Not what you pulling up online. Let's pull out the Dred Scott case for a second. Go ahead, Jarrell.
Crazy. Because what they don't understand is two different branches of government. It's Congress and it's the judicial. So the judicial branch would have to overturn the Dred Scott decision, just like they did with Roe v. Wade.
He was talking with conviction, brother. The black citizens, bro. I'm going to tell you. But I want to know what he was reading. But he didn't read that right there. Hold up. Let's pull up the Dred Scott case for a second. Let me tell you what I found first. Let me pull this out. I was in Balboa's Park, right? And this was in Balboa's Park. This was recently. That's Dred Scott. This was recently, right? Dred Scott, a fugitive slave, sues for his freedom on the grounds that he lived in a territory. See, this is what they're not teaching people. Do me a favor, bro. I want you to look up territory for people. I want everybody to pick up, just in case y'all don't know, we pulling out a law dictionary to show you what a territory is. So a territory is a part of a state. So this is in Balboa's part. It says he was in a free territory and was illegal. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled against him. Right? But they would never use the word black back then. But this is in Balboa's part. Now, bear with me. If y'all confused about something, bring me Charlamagne. We can have a sit-down discussion. He might want to do it privately with me before he try it live. But let me explain this to y'all, just in case y'all don't know how this works. A territory is a portion of a state. A territory is a portion of a state. So let me show you what a law dictionary looked like, just in case Charlamagne never probably saw one of these things before. But let me help y'all out. This is called the master shelf, brother. You see those law dictionary right there? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the terrorist. That's a law dictionary. So you have Ballantyne's, Black's Law, Blackstone's, Bouvier's, and Barron's. Those are called law dictionaries. See, they pull stuff up online, but did you find territory, brother? Because I don't feel like going to get my law.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
territory, a part of a country separated from the rest and subject to a particular jurisdiction, geographical area under the jurisdiction of another country or sovereign power. A portion of the United States not within the limits of any state, which has not yet been admitted as a state or of the Union, but is organized with a separate legislature and with executive and judicial officers appointed by the president.
Okay. I don't think they heard that, bro. Could you repeat that one more time? Would it sound like this right here? Would it sound like this? Federal citizenship? Maybe that's the 14th Amendment right there. Go ahead, read it again, bro.
Territory, a part of a country separated from the rest and subject to a particular jurisdiction, geographical area under the jurisdiction of another country or sovereign power. A portion of the United States not within the limits of any state which has not yet been admitted as a state of the Union, but is organized with a separate legislature and with executive and judicial officers appointed by the president.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to help y'all out. So tell Charlamagne, come over here to get schooled. It's federal citizenship, bro. Federal citizenship. So they are basically, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, they're property. So it never overturned the Dred Scott case. You have to understand what a territory is, man. It's simple. We got smart people on the Breakfast Club, supposed to be. Bring some of the big governors that y'all be having on them shows. Pick it up. Pick it up. It's not against the law. So there is a term called federal citizenship. And this is the federal census right there. So how much property we have? See that says federal census? Each state or territory of a certain state or any subdivision. They don't even get this, bro. You wish you get this on the Breakfast Club. You wish you get this from Mark Lamont Hill. All of them are part of the problem. Now, again, if I'm wrong, y'all can set it up. My email is right there. You can embarrass me. You heard the song. You can definitely embarrass me. So let's move forward. So he said it overturned the Dred Scott case, right? Let's go into law once again. And I'm going to pull out the Constitution, but I'm going to let y'all see the Constitutions in a minute, okay? I'm going to pull out constitutional laws, okay? Okay, Charlamagne? I'm going to help you out. Just to get you prepared. Oops. American Constitution interpretations. Oops. Constitutional law. Oops. Not on the internet. Constitutional law. Oops. So where? So we got something like smart that's on the feed. Where is it at in the Constitution that blacks are citizens at? Anywhere yet? Y'all figuring it out? And if you notice, These are all notes. Notes. Okay, notes, highlights to figure out what the hell is going on. This is what Carter G. Woodson was talking about. He said this is too much painstaking research. Let's see if Charlamagne responds to this. Let's see if he responds to this. He can email me. Let's see. Y'all love this fluff stuff, brother. This feel good stuff. Oh my God, he said it's the 14th Amendment, and you can't prove to me that they're citizens. But this is in the law dictionary too. An alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. Now, remember, I'm going to do a whole week of this, brother. A whole week. I may mix it up, but I'm going to do a week of this. I'm going to leave, come back, bring it in again. So an alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause. That's what he mean. That's in the Barron's Law Dictionary. Okay, let's move forward. Let's find another one. Hold up. Let's find another law dictionary. So tell Charlamagne and them to bring law dictionaries to the radio station if they're going to talk about the Constitution. Everybody talks about the Constitution. Let's pull up another one. An alien, a foreign-born person who has not qualified as a citizen of the country, but an alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the U.S. Constitution. But you believe somebody that don't show you nothing, just reads things. Remember, I was that dude that they was debating on South Street back in the 90s, brother. This is not the smoke you want. So that's the second one. They can never make you a citizen. You have to go through a naturalization process. When did blacks go through a naturalization process, brother?
Never.
Malcolm said this: having kittens in the oven don't make them biscuits. Being born here don't make you one. So this is another book. Black Aliens in Illinois. Come on, brother. We got to step it up. Let's go. I'm not making this up. It would look like I'm making this up and I'm pulling it up online. Where? It's there. Get out your feelings. So I'm going to show you something, okay, people? So please share this to the Breakfast Club and we can have this discussion. I can go on and on and on. Can I go to the Constitution for y'all? Let's go to constitutional law. This is why they laugh at you. Let's pull up constitutional law. Oops. There it is. Constitution. Oops. Wait a minute. The 14th Amendment, Section 1 of the 14th Amendment by full that all persons. Now, we already know what persons is, right, Jarrell? Look up the word person. Now, pay attention.
Yeah.
All persons, right? Hold up. And I'm not even up to 30 minutes yet, am I? Not even on 30 minutes yet.
All right. Person. In general usage, a human being, natural person, though by statute term may include labor organizations, partnerships, associations, corporations, legal representatives, trustees in bankruptcy, or receivers.
Oh my God, really? Read that one more time. I don't think the people in the back got it. I don't think the Breakfast Club got it.
Person. In general usage, a human being, i.e. natural person, though by statute term may include labor organizations, partnerships, associations, corporations, legal representatives, trustees in bankruptcy, or receivership.
Okay. That's in the law dictionary. That's not Sabir Bey's book. I thought I still had it up here, but I think I took it down, brother. I had persons up here in law. So persons has nothing to do with what y'all think it is. Your property. So if you study constitutional law, they'll literally tell you that. Yeah. It'll definitely tell you that. Bear with me. Okay. I got it, brother Jarrell. This is who they talking about. Give me 1 second. I got it. Hold up. I got it. They talking about this right here. This is who they're talking about, the slaves. Like, I found them. Hold up. They talking about this right here. The first slaves held in the United States were not black, but they were white. Maybe they was talking about them. They was talking about them right there. Maybe they was talking about them. Maybe they was talking about them. Maybe they was talking about them. Maybe the first slaves in the United States were not black. They were white. Okay, so hold up. Let's go down further. Oops. In 16, you can listen. You don't have the Charlamagne and I'm supposed to be researchers, right? Don't they have that sister that's on the show? What's her name? She does research, right? What's that sister name? They'll be on the Breakfast Club. So in 1670, Virginia passed a law forbidding Negroes from buying black. Maybe that's probably what it is. Hold up, bro. I can't make this up. Maybe that's why they use the word black instead of Negro. Maybe that's what it is. Hold up. Wait a minute. Maybe that's why they said, hold up. Maybe that's why they said we're not going to use the word Negro no more. We're going to use the word black. Maybe that's what it is. Well, blacks didn't have slaves. Let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out with language. Negro is Spanish. Everybody say it together. Negro is Spanish or Portuguese. Black is English. And nigga is what? Latin. Okay? So they said we're going to switch up, man. We don't want to be called the Negroes no more. You definitely don't want to be called the Moor. But there it is. So let's move back. Black folks love to play this victim game. So if you research this book, right, there's a book called Negro Owners of Slaves. You think I'm playing? You think I'm lying? I got the book too. Hold up.
See, Anthony Johnson.
It ain't easy. Look, watch this. You think I'm lying? Lord have mercy. Oh, let me help y'all out. Now, I'm gonna read this to y'all fully. So, this was 51 years after the Negro had arrived in chains. The same law was repeated in 1748. Free Negroes brought white people in such numbers in Louisiana that the state made a similar law in 1818. You can research that. So let's take it from the top. The first slaves, so they talking about these slaves? Okay, so they were Europeans. So in 1670, Virginia passed a law forbidding Negroes from buying white people. This was 51 years after the Negro had arrived in chains. The same law was repeated in 1748. Free Negroes brought white people in such numbers that Louisiana made a similar law. I said, Louisiana? Where's all my Louisiana people at? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Hold up. So let's pull up the book that you can actually find, since they got all this money at the Breakfast Club and all the researchers at the Breakfast Club. You can research this book right here. Free blacks owned slaves in the United States. Wait a minute, particularly in the South, brother? No, brother, that was a different form of slavery. No, brother, slavery is slavery. In 3,775 black slaveholders. Look, in 1830, I thought black folks would. You can look this up, bro. Oh, how we love to play this little game. Oh, we love the game. Just listen, the whole Breakfast Club need to hire me. They need to hire me to do research for them. So yes, Negroes had slaves, bro. I know some of y'all gonna run, and I probably will never get a response from Charlamagne, because once he researches information, his ego won't allow him to sit in the room and talk with me. None of them at the Breakfast Club. None of them. Their ego would not allow. They'll get Umar Johnson, because Umar Johnson went to the European school. I don't care if it's a black school. Umar Johnson got 6 degrees from the white man, but he's fighting the white man and don't want nothing from the white man. But you talking about I'm building a school, but yet you got the white man's degrees. You might as well go get the money from him too. He got the white man's schools. He might as well go, degrees. He might as well go get the money to build the school. And they keep bringing him back on the Breakfast Club, Umar Johnson. So I'm a school psychologist, and he ain't been in the school since. Ain't that crazy? Umar is still saying, I'm a school psych. Have you ever seen Umar with any children teaching them?
Nope.
Anybody? Let's be realistic, y'all. Have anybody seen Umar Johnson ever teach a child? Let's use logic and common sense for a minute. Anybody ever see Umar Johnson? I told you what they do. See, they believe because Umar Johnson got so many silly people following him, you can have 10,000 idiots following you. That don't mean anything. Come to the real, where the real teachers at. Now, if you go online, you can go to the image, punch in Sabir Bey, and go to images. You'll probably see me talking to young people. Straight up. If you go to Google, right? If you go right there, punch my name in, and then go where it says images, and you'll see me there. So this is not about, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of these people, bro, listen, like my brother said, I'm gonna do a grab the mic tour. Let's grab the mic tour from these cats, bro. So that's the book. So let's move forward. Because I don't want to keep y'all here all night long. I can do it, but nah. Let's go a little further. Let's go back into the Constitution one more again. Now, this is another one I want you to look up, Jarrell. Shout out to all my people from Canada and abroad. I want you to look up national, bro. Look up national in the law dictionary. I'm explaining the 14th Amendment. You know, I get paid for this kind of stuff, y'all, for real, for real. So get in where you fit in.
All right.
You found it?
Yep.
All right,
National, pertaining or relating to a nation as a whole, commonly applied in American law to institutional law or affairs of the United States or its government, as opposed to those of the several states.
Y'all
The term national, as used in the phrase national of the United States, is broader than the term citizen.
Rewind that back again, bro.
National, pertaining or relating to a nation as a whole, commonly applied in American law to institution law or affairs of the United States or its government, as opposed to those of the several states. Excuse me. The term national, as used in the phrase national of the United States, is broader than the term citizen.
Okay. Did y'all get it yet? Is it registering your mental Rolodex? Did anybody get it? Or do you need help? I'm really trying to speak, you know, so they can hear me, brother, so they won't think I'm making up something, or you know what I mean? Because you know how our people are. If it doesn't come from a certain authority, right? You don't believe me, but you can try me. Okay, so bear with me 1 second. Do you know that there's a term called denizen, right? You know it's a word called denizen. I want y'all to look this up. If you have access to a law dictionary, look up the word denizen. So a denizen, let me explain this to y'all. A denizen is between an alien and a citizen. Can't make this up. You think I'm lying? Go pull out any law dictionary, look up the word denizen. Now, I just told you what an alien was, right? You got it? Everybody go look up denizen. Look up denizen. It's going to show you that it's between an alien and a citizen. You are not a full citizen, and you are a citizen of the federal government, baby. The federal government. Period. So if you are a researcher at the Breakfast Club, you would research this information, and I'm open to come.
Man, denizen, man. So denizen, in English law, a person who being an alien born has obtained ex donation regis letter patent to make him an English subject, a high and incommunicable branch of the royal prerogative. A denizen is in a kind of middle state between an alien and a natural born subject, and partakes of the status of both of these. The term is used to signify a person who, being an alien by birth, has obtained letters patent, making him an English subject. The king may denies but not naturalize a man, and latter requiring the consent of Parliament as under the Naturalization Act.
So when did they go through that? Never. Have you ever read the 14th Amendment? It says all persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof. So when Charlamagne said that I don't even know where they get this from, that it overturned the Dred Scott case. I'm trying to figure out, how did they even do that one? How did that one happen? But let's go to the Dred Scott case. Give me 1 second. I don't even know. Bro, I thought I had put all this stuff up here, man. Give me 1 second. I got to move all this stuff out the way, bro. I got to make some room. Because there's some things I wanted to share with y'all. So this is the Dred Scott right here. It's under the police powers. So give me 1 second. I want y'all can take a picture, share it out. Told you I'm gonna make it plain, bro. So again, the Louisiana Territory, bro. The Louisiana Territory. That's what they're saying. It's a territory, and a territory is a portion of a state. So DC, the District of Columbia, is a territory. The District of Columbia is a territory. And what they did, they expanded outside of the 10 square miles. Each state has a territory that's linked to the federal government, if that makes sense. I know this is hard, but it's simple. It links you directly back to DC. This is why you hear them say federally funded money. Y'all don't get it yet? This is why they say, if you don't do what we say do, we're going to pull our funding. Oh, this is too easy, brother. I did this less than an hour. But if somebody confused about something, feel free. Come on the feed with me. Let's talk. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute, brother. There's a lot of quiet people on here, huh? What, they gonna say something when I get off? Hold on 1 second. 3361. All right, we good. So the 14th Amendment made you a subject. You can't make black folks citizens, bro. But bear with me. Black folks, I'm keep saying. Black folks. Let me show you something right here, bro. Look how much that book costs right there. That's Dred Scott, bro. $3,000. Oh my God, that's too much money, brother. $3,000. You know I got that book, right? Ooh, hold up. Who wants to argue with me with the Dred Scott case? Anybody? I should do that too. I told him I'm gonna do a grab the mic tour. You know how many Dred Scott books I have, bro? But that book is the most expensive one. I have this one too. I got that one too. Want to see? Hold up. Oh, I can send it to somebody if they want to get it. Oh, trust me, I can. So let me show you. So when I hear Charlamagne, I'm gonna go back to Charlamagne so I can try to figure out where was he going. That's it right there. They said they make sure the Negroes won't get their hands on this. Why would that book be $3,000, bro? Why would a book that has nothing? Oh, black folks ain't sitting. Why would a book be $3,000? You know why? You have to study the Dred Scott case, bro. Trust me, you have to study it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be pulling this stuff up, y'all. So bear with me. Y'all rocking with me right now. So give me a couple more minutes. All right. And while I'm doing this, y'all, I want you to go look this up. If Charlamagne can take his time and look up stuff, then I can look up the cases because he said it overturned it, right? Okay, so let's see if it overturned 3354. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. One second. Let's pull up the Dred Scott case. I have the whole case too if y'all want it. Who notes are those, brother? Did they say Sabir Bey notes? $33.56. Give me 1 second.
The Negro cannot become a citizen.
Nope. So why they not telling black people this, bro? Oh, they can say this is pseudo. I'm waiting for somebody to come to the feed and say it's pseudo. Please come to the cipher and say that it's pseudo and debunk me step by step, and then I'm gonna help y'all out. 3355. I know this case left and right. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I think I got everything up. So I'm going to explain these things to you. The word citizen, again, in the Constitution does not embrace one of the Negro race. The Negro cannot become citizens. Slaves not made free by residency in the free state or territory. So this is what happened. This is when they started fighting. So if you was in a territory, this is when it comes into the part. In the territory, you can become free. But when you step outside of the territory, that's different. Now, nowhere in the Constitution, it said that blacks are citizens. It just says all persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof, are citizens of the United States. It did not say America. It said United States, because we don't understand or overstand what is the United States. So let me introduce y'all to what United States is. Are y'all ready? Now, if anybody's confused, please let me know. Let's find out what is the United States. This is according to law, not according to Sabir Bey, according to law. This is the United States. We love to throw the word around America. So that's the United States. The term has several meanings. Did y'all know that? Several meanings. America and the United States is two total different things. See it? Oh, it has many different meanings in it. Now, if you're a student in law, you would know this. If you're a student in law. Now, I'm trying to figure out how would they see the thing about it, Jarrell, they know how to get people that don't do no reading or research. That's why they get those people. So that's the United States. It didn't say America. That's the definition of the United States. It has many different set meanings. Let's go back a little further. Now it says sovereign, right? Let's pull up the Dred Scott case once again. And again, I know this case, can't nobody touch me on this case, bro. No one can touch me on this case. The descendant of Africans. Now, this is the catch. When you say you are a descendant of slaves, this is how they get you. So it's the word, brother. It's the words. That's how they get you. Now, somebody in law know exactly what I'm talking about. So, the descendant of a slave, the descendant of Africans who was imported into this country. In 1 second, let's move this out the way. Right? And sold as slaves. Those that was brought into the country and sold as slaves. When they shall become what? Emancipated. Did that say emancipated, brother? Right there?
Yeah.
Emancipated, or who are born of parents who have become what? Free before their birth, are not citizens of the state, not the United States, not the federal government. Listen to me closely, people. I need you to hear me. This is very, very simple. Of the state, in the sense in which what? The word citizen is used in the Constitution of the United States. So this is where people get it twisted at, brother, because they don't understand the difference between federal citizen and state citizen. Now, this is the tricky part about all of this. If I'm wrong, put me in a room with an expert on constitutional law. Bring Barack Obama. Bring him. So in the state, he said in the state or the state where they reside, right? So that's what they're saying. The state and the state where they reside. Residing in something is just telling you that you are a denizen. If you look up the definition or in law what a resident is, brother, come on, that's the denizen, the resident. This is why they don't use domicile nowhere. Have y'all noticed that? The words is real. I hope I'm making this clear, brother. I hope I ain't over nobody's head. So if I am, please let me know. So let's move forward. Let's go back to the Dred Scott case one more time. And where did it overturn it at? But why are the African race born in a state, not in the federal, in the state, not permitted to share in one of the highest duties of citizen? The answer is obvious. He is not by the institution and laws of the state numbered amongst what? Come on, Jarrell. This is too easy. Numbered amongst who? Persons or people? You just read persons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not amongst as in we the people. He forms no part of sovereignty of the state and is not therefore called on to uphold or defend. So I'm going to let you take a picture of that. And then I'm going to take you directly to people. This is why the Constitution says all persons born or naturalized. This is why it also states, where's the emancipation? Emancipation. This is not a law, people. This is a public announcement. Emancipation proclamation is a public announcement. It is not a law. It's a public announcement. And if you want to read Lincoln again, I got all Lincoln stuff, brother. Which one? This is who y'all talking about? If you really read the Emancipation, is in here. Oh, it's in there, bro. Come on, family. What do you think I was doing this? I just started this 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I've been doing this for a long time, brother. So they form no part of sovereignty. They're not part of we the people. So let's find out what people we talking about. What are the people? Let's find the people, bro. I know one of them smart people probably sitting back mad as hell right about now, Jarrell. That nigga think he know. That's pseudo talk, brother. I went to Howard. I went to Spelman. I went to Morehouse. Bring everybody that went to Howard, Spelman, Morehouse, Harvard. Bring them all. Bring them all. People, a state, a people of the state of New York, a nation as a collective, a political capacity. Here it is right here. That is the difference. This is why in law, they say go see citizen and go see person. And when something says go see that, you go see persons and citizen. So you're not part of we the people. We the people is something totally different. Corporations are persons, B. Corporations are persons. So when I listen to this Charlamagne, I'm like, brother, come on, man. You need to get it together, brother. Y'all supposed to be some experts and you looking at the computer. Let's go for it. Let's go up. Somebody better share this to Charlamagne because I am going to get off here in a minute. I'm going to do this.
Through the roof, cost of everyday goods through the roof. It's just a lot. So you may or may not realize that black political power in the South is facing what many are calling a reconstruction of the Jim Crow South. Okay, the systematic dismantling of majority black congressional districts, redistricting of voting rights, the dilution of black voter impact through strategic redistricting. Hell, in Louisiana, a brother named Calvin Duncan won 68% of the vote to serve as Orleans Parish criminal court clerk. And at the urging of Governor Jeff Landry, the GOP-controlled state legislature, raced to pass legislation that eliminated his position. Okay, just days before his term was about to start, and they transferred his duties to another official. So a black man wins an election and has it just taken away at the state's request. So yeah, when people say this is a reconstruction of the Jim Crow South when it comes to black political power, I can see why they say that. But I'm telling you, hell can always get hotter. Okay, and Nathaniel Ledbetter is proving that because in the Constitution, there is something called the 14th Amendment. Okay, Google it later if you want to, but I'll tell you a little bit about it now. The 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution grants citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in these here United States of America, okay, including formerly enslaved people, okay, and guaranteed all citizens equal protections of the laws and due process. It forbids states from denying these rights, and it's a cornerstone of American civil rights law. So yes, the 14th Amendment is what formally recognizes black people as citizens, okay? It explicitly overturns the 1857 Dred Scott versus Sanford decision that had declared niggers were not citizens. Okay, this is important, y'all. All right, the 14th Amendment established birthright citizenship for anyone born or naturalized in America, guaranteeing equal protection under the law for formerly enslaved people. Well,
listen to me again. You see how he's throwing it out there? Y'all don't get it? So what slaves was he talking about? Bear with me. What slaves was he talking about, bro? Let's go back to the slaves one more time. Let's go back. What slaves was he referring to? Because blacks, they told, listen, emancipate means set free and proclamate means to proclaim. So what did black people proclaim when they got free? Because that's what it is, right? Emancipate means set free and proclamate means to proclaim. What did black people proclaim when they were free? Come on, y'all. I don't need to be on here for 2 hours. But Malcolm said make it plain. What did black people proclaim when they got free? I'm trying to find this darn mark, this piece, man. Give me a second. And who were they talking about? Maybe we need to get the smart girl Angela Rye in the feed. How about that part? Can we get Angela Rye too? Hold up. Let's go back. What are you talking about? These people right here? The first slaves held in the United States were not black, but they were white? Them? Or down here, 1670 passed a law forbidding Negroes from buying white people. Maybe that's what it was. This is 51 years after the Negro had arrived in chains. The same law was repeated in 1748. Maybe it's the, hold up. I don't know. Maybe they need to buy my book, brother. That I did. I did a book on birthright citizenship. So how about this part? How about y'all purchase my book I did on birthright citizenship if you want to get it? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do this all day long. It'd be better if I get Charlamagne or somebody, or Angela Rye, or one of these smart people to come on and feed with me, or they can invite me. So this is the book I did on birthright citizenship last year. It's beautiful, people. This is a lesson book. It's like roadmap so y'all can figure it out. So let me put my information up there. My email is right here, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Yeah. Birthright citizenship. So I did this last year. If you would like to get it, email me. Oh, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Trust me. Believe me. When you read it, no one can touch you, bruh. No one can touch you. Like they can't touch me. So you can best believe you better ignore the hell out of Sabir. Can I give y'all something before we go? Can I give you another thing? Because I'm going to do this again tomorrow, Jarrell. And I want all y'all to tweet this out to Angela Rye, Native Pod, all of them, Joe Buttons, all of them. Share it out and let's have this dialogue. So this is some of my books. Pick your subject matter, baby. Pick your subject. We can go there all day. Get the Dred Scott case. I have the Dred Scott case if you would like it. Okay? You can email me. It ain't free, but you can get it. And we can have a Dred Scott case class and talk about the 14th Amendment, talk about aliens and all of that. Okay? We can do it all, brother. We can talk about aliens, denizens, you name it. All of it. Aliens. Okay? Come on. Where's my other one at? Hold up. So for the record, Charlamagne, the 14th Amendment did not overturn the Dred Scott decision. Unless you read that whole case, brother. So don't not let Tariq Nasheed, send it to Tariq Nasheed too. Send it to Tariq Nasheed, Foundational Black American, put it out on X. The 14th Amendment did not overturn the Dred Scott case. It only transferred property from one hand to the other hand. And I'll get into that more during this week. It only transferred you over from one to the other one. You are still property. But I can show you something that they don't talk about. You ready? The Moors are citizens. Let me help you out. Did y'all know about this? This is in 1933. How about having a conversation on this? Now, I'm going to help y'all out. When I did my name correction, this is what I gave Social Security Administration and everybody. But see, they don't talk about this, though. This is called Resolution 75. Oh, you don't know about that. Resolution 75. Oh, the House of Representatives, April 17th, 1933. Many sons and daughters of this proud and handsome race, not religion, and architecture of Northern Africa, and carried into Spain and influence of the artistic temperaments, have become citizens of this nation. Oh, wait a minute. Did they just say that, bro? Now, where's it that the Constitution says black people at? Any document said that they. Where did they accept it at? Said black people. Moors is not a religion. In the city of Philadelphia, my city, the Moorish American Society is made up of Moors who have found their end in their quest for a home and their children. No, they talking about you. To make them great American citizens. They didn't say United States citizens. Look, make them great American citizens. Not, hold up. Okay? Not United States citizens. And it said, will the House adopt the resolution? That resolution was adopted May 4th, 1933. Hold on, let's move this out the way. How about let's have this conversation on the Breakfast Club? Do you understand that it's black people that's selling y'all out big? You ain't got to go to court to do any of these things, brother. We should have this on the Breakfast Club, and maybe we can fix a lot of these problems, bro. Maybe we can fix a lot of these problems. Because if it wasn't for the Moors, you would not have a United States, family. Let me help y'all out. You would not. That's me in Morocco. This is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship right there. That's the treaty. You don't understand real history. And they block people who can teach real history. That's in Morocco. So if it wasn't for Morocco, you would not have what you have called the United States. America is something totally different. We are Moors that's in America. America is a continent, not a country. It's a continent. Again, not a country. That's in Morocco. Again, I'm showing y'all this so y'all can understand. So Charlamagne can, before he try me, do your research. That's in Morocco. So on the 4th of July, you fly your Moroccan flag in that. Fly your Moroccan flag in that. That's in Tangiers, Morocco. You see the seal? Tangiers, the Moors of Tangiers. And the word tangerine comes from Tangiers. The word tangerine comes from Tangiers, baby. Facts on, hold up. Facts on facts. All day. Facts on facts. So, the word tangerine comes from Tangiers. And that's me standing there in Tangiers. Because if it wasn't for the Moors, you wouldn't have what you call United States. So tell Charlamagne, let's talk about that. Let's do it again. Let me show you more inside there. This is in Morocco. We, the Congress of the 13 United States of North America. Again, if it wasn't for Moors, you would not have what you call the United States. 1780. And that's the treaty right there. This is the same thing that's written here in Arabic. That's on the wall. Okay, now I'm gonna play this video to show y'all what I'm talking about. So blacks are not citizens, bro. They're not. So let's go. I'm almost finished, brothers. Stan. I mean, Jarrell.
What was the first country to recognize the United States as an independent nation?
Oh, what an interesting question for America entering its semi-quincentennial year. And the answer might surprise you. Walk with me. First, it's important to know that the very first country to recognize America as an independent country did so in 1777, in December of 1777. That's nearly a year and a half after we signed the Declaration of Independence. So gaining recognition definitely took time. The very first country to recognize us as independent was Morocco. That's right, a Muslim country with a Muslim leader. Sultan Muhammad III was the very first country to recognize the United States as an independent sovereign nation. And it made this official with some documentation that allowed America passage for its ships through Moroccan ports. About a decade later, in 1786, Morocco and the United States signed the Moroccan-American Treaty of Friendship, also known as the Treaty of Marrakesh. This, to this day, is the longest formal bilateral relationship between nations in United States history. We owe Morocco and Sultan Muhammad III a lot when it comes to giving the United States legitimacy as a sovereign nation. And you can learn more about early American history in this building known as Francis Tavern. Happy Muslim American Heritage Month, and for more NYC, follow me.
Excuse me, what was the first country to recognize the United States as an independent nation?
Oh, what an interesting question for America entering its semi-quincentennial year. And the answer
It's always got to be a European.
might surprise you.
You got to be a European to tell y'all. So I was in Morocco. I can tell you who it was. So, yes, it was actually called the Maghreb, but we call it Morocco. You get it? We call it Morocco, but it was called the Maghreb. So if it wasn't for Morocco, you wouldn't have it. This is why they can't tell none of you cats that you are Moor, brother. They can't tell y'all that y'all Moors. So do me a favor. Share this out to Charlamagne. This book is 1800s. I saw this when I was overseas. The Country of the Moors. This book was written in the 1800s. 1877. Okay? So I did my due diligence. I'm gonna do it again. So please share this to the Breakfast Club and let's have a conversation, bro. I'm game. This is the bookcase that I got. I found the book. This is in Morocco, in the bookcase. So thank you, brother Jarrell, for joining me, brother. Share these videos out. I told you I wasn't going to be long, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work on doing it all week long until Charlamagne responds. That's my email, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. Again, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com.
Forget what you knew. Welcome to the motherfucking battlefield.
So, like my brother Jamal said, I'm gonna do a grab the mic tour. Grab the mic from these cats.
I two-step with Lucifer, and ever since I started dancing, I walked the fine line between Einstein and Charles Manson. Starved this famine with my stomach growling, like someone shouting 100,000 times louder than thunder pounding. Fuck around and I'll punch your mouth in. I'm king of the mountain with my life in this project like it's public housing. Counting on the fact I firebomb entire songs and won't stop till the world's inside my palm like Viacom. Diabolic, I'll supply the higher wattage via fiber optic wire till you acquire some kind of knowledge. Cause life made me grow wiser than old timers, hot-headed like the Ghost Rider behind the slow driver. Soul survivor, flowing live is second nature, so don't test. It's best to save your breath like respirators. I throw a punch at your ribs that gives your lungs asthma and hash. You're pouring out your guts faster than Dutch masters. Drunk bastard, past the point of no return like Denzel, tricking Ethan Hawke into smoking Sherm. Judgment overturned, holding court like Mordecai. Immortalized when I make statues bleed and portraits cry. I'll go to war for mine, rebel army, guard the border. I'm in the trenches barking orders like I'm Sergeant Slaughter. Pray to Jesus H for mercy and plead your case, cause on the front lines you're dead the second that you see my face. This is the front line, this is the dead zone. Barely alive or in a box, is how you head home. This is the front line, this is the life that I chose. I thought I told you motherfuckers to lock and load. This is the front line, this is the dead zone. Barely alive or in a box, is how you head home. This is the front line, this is the life that I chose. I thought I told you motherfuckers to lock and load. They said that the success of my music was theoretic, but my revenge is sweet enough to murder diabetics. Eugenics, proctor and Gamble, credit racial science. Couldn't produce a more aggressive intellectual giant. Nephilim, bury him with the bullets left in him. My heart is blacker than the children of Thomas Jefferson, blacker than back in the days of the torrent feathering. The cancerous endocrine, the eagle-ass American, the hatchet and the sticks, the fascist emblem. You could call it conspiracy theory. I don't give a motherfuck. You could get your motherfuck. National security's a cold word for cover up. Hold that down. I look at character. Never let the color get to you. I got white revolutionaries like Muslims in Chechnya. Percussion dumping like the Russian mafia over you. But even they know what it's like when you fighting for Svoboda. So let the Slavic, the Islamic, vodka, gin tonic, drunken fantasies are cool, son. But here's the grim logic. You niggas wanna play industry and start to be rich until they fuck you for millions. Like Paul McCartney's bitch. My lions live inside a box like Jumanji. Sick niggas that'll stab you up like Indira Gandhi. So never desecrate the space on which I meditate. My thoughts rip through tank armored metal plates and start to resonate to the spot where Moses caused the sea to separate. The place that the prophet Muhammad started to levitate. The exact moment that Jesus rose set awake and stood harder became the Buddha that regenerates. Half a bar over, but I bring it home colder than dead soldiers. So controller, holder of knowledge, so fuck Dianetics. I'm like the whole librarian chemist with Anunnaki genetics. This is the front line, this is the dead zone. Barely alive or in a box is how you head home. This is the front line, this is the life that I chose. I thought I told you motherfuckers to lock and load. This is the front line, this is the dead zone. Barely alive or in a box is how you head home. This is the front line, this is the life that I chose. I thought I told you motherfuckers to lock and load. Yeah, motherfucker. The portal checked in. Diabolic. This is the front line. The people first one time. 32. And a little something. 33 degrees, motherfucker. Go home and figure it out.
He said, go home and figure it out. Yes, that's the lecture with Karis one. I brought him in with Jose Piamente Bay. And that's my brother Jerry Bell from the Daz Band in New Birth. So share the videos out, bro. I told you I can do this. No one brings it to you like this on no social media, brother, with facts. If I'm lying, email me at SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. Peace, brother Jarrell. I gotta go. And shout out to everybody TikTok too. Share it out to Charlamagne and anybody else. It's short. Peace.